Here at Daiwa, as ever, we've been extremely busy behind the scenes, and I've been given the opportunity to let you know about some of the products you're likely to be seeing hitting the shelves over the next few months. So let's start with the rods, and first up is the Bazier X45X. Now this really is the best of the best. It utilises all the highest grade carbons and the highest end technologies to give you a rod that is flawless. All these rods are made here in the UK, and they're the first Daiwa rod to feature the new Alps Air Pad reel seat. They also have the American Tackle tie forged guides. When you package all that together, you're left with a product that is taking carp rods to another level. Next up, we have the Tournament Spod rod, and again, this is the top level rod in our new dedicated range of spod and marker rods. There's two rods in the range, a 12 and a 13 foot, both with 5 pound test curve. And again, this utilises all the latest technology. They're all made in the UK, and it's going to cope with absolutely anything you can throw at it. And this can make light work of baiting up at range. Next up is the Emblem XT rod. Over the last 18 months, this rod has been completely redesigned, and there's a new blank there that's thinner than the previous versions. It also features a lot of the technologies that used to only feature on some of the real top-end rods, so it's another really exciting product. Next up, we have the Crosscast Z rod. This is going to be the slimmest carp rod that Daiwa produce, and has a 1K carbon outer finish. It also features American Tackle tie forged guides, and it's been redesigned to increase casting performance. The next rod in the range is the Hyper Spod rod. This is another rod in the dedicated marker and spod rods that Daiwa are now going to produce. It's going to replace the Black Widow and the Vertise models, and it's again features two models, 12 and a 13 foot, both in 5 pound test curve. And that represents great value for money. The rod itself is built from a high quality carbon fibre blank with nice ceramic guides. With that brings a close to the rods you're likely to see coming out. So now I'm going to move my attention to the reels. First up is the Super Spod reel. Now this is a direct replacement for the current best-selling spod reel on the market, and that is the Daiwa Emblem Spod. Now although all of the technologies have been improved, the most notable ones are the 45mm spool and the fact that the reel is much lighter than the original. So both of those are going to really help make light work of spodding. Next up is the 23 Emblem 35 SCW QD. Now this is a direct successor of the 19 Emblem 35 SCW QD reels. These reels feature new materials, new technologies, and also the latest QDM drag system. Finally in the reels is the 23 Emblem 45 SCW QD OT reel. Now this is the gold spool version of the Emblem 23, and it also features the new technologies, the new materials, and also the latest QDM drag system. And next up, I'm going to talk you through some of the new accessories coming to the Daiwa Carp range. First up is the B series bankware. That includes bank sticks, buzz bars, and also a pod. They're all black in colour, and it means they're very versatile, so you'll be able to find something that suits the situation you're in. A nice touch is the buzz bars, which feature screw caps on the underside, which means you can fish it traditionally in a single stick style, or you can fish the two outers in a goalpost style, which might just give you that little bit of extra stability if you need it in the situation you're in. Next up is the Black Widow reclining chair. This chair represents great value for money. It's also extremely well padded, and it has 4 independently adjustable feet, which means you can get it level on any uneven ground you might be fishing on. Next up, we've got the T-Bar digital scales. These are nice, lightweight, compact scales that will weigh up to 50 kilos or 110 pounds in weight. Additional features include a tare function to aid with accurate weighing, and also it has a built-in thermometer. And next up, we have the Infinity EVA Tackle Manager and Cool Bag. Both feature a really thick 2mm EVA base, which is thicker than most other EVA products on the market. The Tackle Manager has some internal compartments with clear lids, which means you can easily see and access your terminal tackle during a session. The Cool Bag features a nice lining and thermal properties, which means you can keep any bait or food cold whilst you're on a session. Both bags feature a nice solid tabletop lid as well, which means you can double up as a table during your session. It means you don't have to bring that extra item with you. Next up, we've got the Crosscast Land and Retain landing net. This is a new net in the Crosscast range, and With the current trend of keeping and retaining fish in the landing net, what we've done is try to make that easier. So we've added a spike to the bottom of the handle, which will really make it a lot easier to dig that into the ground and let the fish recover in the water. There's also a small cap provided that goes over the spike to protect the angler when it's not in use. The EVA section on the handle has also been moved further up the net, which means when you are staking the net into the ground, you're not going to get it covered in mud and dirt. Finally, we have the Mission Brolly. This has been redesigned to suit the modern carp angler. It's got fully taped seams, it's got a nice solid steel frame, and it's also got a PVC ground sheet and heavy duty pegs. That concludes all the new products that you hopefully will be seeing over the next few months. So if you want to find out more about any of these products, make sure you get down to your local Daiwa stockist or check out the Daiwa Carp website.